watching this. Hi Droobies. For all you guys that are already subscribed, that are true blue, tight like glue, thank you so much for coming back and watching. If you're not already, please like, comment, subscribe so you never miss an upload from me. So as you guys can see from the title below, this is a get ready with me, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about my roommate experience here in California and a little bit about why I'm moving. So if you guys are interested in that, you want to hear it, or if you just want to see how this look got to be what it is, turn off the sound. I really don't care. Just tune in, you know, whatever interests you. Keep watching, keep listening, and I hope you guys enjoy. So I've already done like however I do my brows, like the little bit that I can do, and I prime my skin, moisturize, all of that, and I've done a little bit of color corrector, and I prime my eyes. So all of that is already done, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started into the look. So in this get ready with me, I'm talking basically about my crappy roommates. So for those of you who don't know, I moved to California last year, and I was with my brother for a little bit, and then I got this place here, and it was just closer to my job, and it was just better suited for the area that I wanted to be in at the time. So it just kind of made more sense to just like be here. And so what I did was I just went online. I got the information, came, looked at it, paid my deposit, and then I moved in. So where's my foundation? Here we go. So when I moved in, originally it was just me and one other person, and then we shared a bathroom. And then her boyfriend or whoever moved in with her. So as for my side note, for my foundation, I'm gonna use the Lancome Ultra Wear, the tint Ultra Wear. It's like 24-hour wear and comfort, transfer resistant. This is not transfer resistant. I'm gonna just say that right now. It is not transfer resistant. It said that it was, and it was not. But it's one of the only ones that I feel like really match my skin. And it's the 50-30 Sway C or Sue C, whatever. But yeah, so it's this, the Lancome. And it's kind of expensive, to be honest. It's like $30, $40 maybe. And I got it from Sephora. So yeah. So what happened was I went ahead, got my stuff, moved in, started setting up my room, and the setup of the house basically is that you share the bedroom. I mean, you share the bathroom, and you have your own room, and then you share like the common area, like the living room and the kitchen. And so after that, you know, I've been here maybe about 2 weeks, and I'm getting everything set up, and I start to notice that my roommates are high-key nasty, bro. Like, they're really dirty. They leave like dishes everywhere. There's trash all over the place. They're just kind of like okay with leaving dishes in the sink, hair in the tub. Like, it was honestly probably like the worst experience. And for me, I've only ever had 2 roommate experiences, and one of them was in undergrad, and I actually had that same roommate for 4 years while I was in undergrad, while I was studying there, and she's actually like my best friend now, and we are gonna be in each other's weddings. So she's gonna be a bridesmaid in my wedding, and then I'm gonna be a maid of honor in her wedding. So yeah, so pretty much that was like the first experience I had. And then the second experience was when I was in law school. And even this person, like, sometimes we didn't always agree, you know. And I think for sure that we became much better friends once we stopped living with each other, because we lived with each other for a year. But even us, like, if we had any issues, like, we were just able to talk about them, and it wasn't anything like a gnat or something, and it wasn't anything that was like super stressful or like, you know what I mean, like we just kind of talked about it. So I guess my experience with this is just kind of like, it's just really different for me, I guess, in that way. So moving here, I kind of had this assumption that, you know, roommates wasn't going to be that bad. Although I didn't want a roommate, I felt like, okay, you know, I've graduated law school, like I'm an adult. I'm just going to put a little bit more on my neck. I actually had started wearing this really cute necklace. But I think it might have been fake or something, because it started like turning my neck like dark. So now I'm in the process of like turning that back, but it also makes me kind of aware of like the type of like stuff that I wear. So I can't really wear like anything with a high neck if I'm gonna do my makeup, because I don't want it to get all over my shirt. So yeah, but anyways, so I started, you know, just getting to know them and everything. And it's not that they're like horrible people, it's just that they're just freaking disgusting. I'm actually gonna go in now with the Soft Glam Anastasia Beverly Hills makeup palette. And I'm gonna start with like a transition shade of this one here, the burnt orange. So yeah, we just kind of started trying to like get to know each other and get to know each other's idiosyncrasies, which is why I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna trip. I'm just gonna, you know, try to get to know these people basically. And so at that time, I started to notice even more how like dirty they were. Like they would make food and they would just leave the food on the counter with like dishes piled up in it, pots and pans and everything. And then they also would leave the bathroom even worse. So I decided like, okay, we need to have a sit down, we need to talk. And you know, that's what we did. And I basically was like talking to them and I said, you know, hey, like, this is, you know, it's not gonna work for me. Basically, like, it's not gonna work. You guys, you have to be cleaner. You know, I can't live like this. We need to, you know, clean up this stuff, be better, because we're all adults. And so they were like, oh yeah, you know, I totally get it. It's no problem, Bree. We'll clean it up, blah, blah, blah. And that lasted all of, what, 5 seconds, babe? Like 5 seconds. So, and then I'm also gonna go in, layer on top of it, the sienna here. So yeah, once we kind of had that conversation, it almost seemed like it just got worse. Like they really just were like, you know what, I don't care. Like I'm gonna continue to do what I want to do. I'm not really gonna worry about you. Like I want to have this house the way I want it, which normally I honestly wouldn't care, because I'm like, I'm not here that much. But it got to the point where I can't even cook food without cleaning the kitchen first, and then cooking food, and then cleaning the kitchen again. And so for me, I'm just like, that's unacceptable. And so after that, and after me complaining, basically, there was like a meeting, and I think it was like basically me and another girl had complained, and we were just like, okay, we can't do this. And so the landlord was like having a meeting with us, because she'd also been having complaints from neighbors talking about the like trash situation and saying like how people were just like putting garbage outside, not in the trash receptacle where it goes. And like she was getting complaints about that. And so we had to have like a little like meeting essentially. And so during this meeting it was talked about like keeping the areas clean, keeping the kitchens clean, all that, and just making sure that, you know, we kind of like respect everyone's privacy, respect everyone's area, and like nothing came of that. Because like I said before, it was literally like one day where it was clean, and then after that it was like back to the same thing. So the next color that I'm gonna use, I'm trying to think about what I'm gonna wear. So I'll probably go in like on the lid and add this dusty rose color, and then I'm gonna add like the rose pink or the sultry. So yeah, so we had like this meeting talk or whatever with the landlord, and that really didn't go anywhere. It was kind of like the same like issues. It wasn't really anything resolved. And so after that, I honestly was talking to Ian and I was just like, okay, I can't deal with this. So we started looking for somewhere else to live because the roommate situation was just becoming like too unbearable. Like it got to the point where I couldn't even put trash in the trash receptacle in the kitchen because it was filled with garbage. And I just was like, okay, so we're not just gonna take out, and I'm just gonna use the sienna color that I had and just kind of blend this. And I was like, okay, so we're not gonna take out the trash even though we're the person who filled it. Like, so we're just gonna live like that. We're gonna wild out, bro. So after that point, we pretty much started trying to find somewhere else to move. And also too, like I had just kind of been with Ian and we hadn't really been in Oakland. I kind of just was like in Oakland to work, and oh, that's a lot. And that was really it. Like it wasn't like I was like living here anymore, you know? Like I literally would come here to like sleep. One, because of my roommate situation, and also because, you know, I was dating, and I was just kind of like just not really, I didn't really have the time to be here like I, you know, thought someone who was living here should be. That compounded with the fact that like I kept getting stuff stolen, and it was like, I think I had ice cream stolen once, bacon, someone stole a mug from me and I had to go and like buy a new mug. I want to say like a salad mix thing stolen, and it was just like kind of just becoming like too much, at least for me. And so I was just like, you know what, it's time to move. Like let's just figure out like something else to do. And so that's what I did. And I'm taking that sienna color and I'm just going back over it, trying to like remove some of that harsh line and just kind of like trying to blend it a little more. Once again, I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. I just felt like talking, and y'all are here, so why not? So yeah, after that we found a new place, and like literally when I got back home after signing the lease and everything, I just felt so much better. Not just because like Ian and I were moving, and we're not living together. I'm gonna be living in the apartment. That'll do. I'll be living in the apartment by myself initially until we get married, and then after that we'll be living together. So now I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna add the the Maybelline 55, And it's just gonna, I'm gonna just put it like underneath my eye. Because I'm getting ready to study for the bar and everything else, that I really just kind of want to have like that peace of mind and all of that. So this is the Maybelline Fit Me. It's the 340 like just powder, and it's really old, y'all. Like I'm probably should have thrown this away, but I didn't, and I'm not. So and I'm just gonna like put that like over it a little bit, just to kind of like hit the spots, and it's just a little bit. And then I'm gonna go in with the setting powder under those same spots where I just blended. And so yeah, I don't know, I just kind of felt like it's just kind of like time for me to move, you know, and to move on with my life. And so I mean, that's kind of it, like moving out and getting everything together. It wasn't really necessarily something that I wanted to do, and it wasn't necessarily something that I felt like needed to be done right away, especially because Ian and I had talked about in the past, you know, waiting until maybe November, December to move out, and even going past my lease, because it's just, you know, it saves money, and who's not about saving money? And so with this, it's actually the Too Faced setting powder. So yeah, and it's the Born This Way. So yeah, but honestly, like moving out and making that decision with Ian to just go ahead and get the apartment, it was better for me, especially because now that we're getting ready to study, well, I'm getting ready to study for the bar. It gives me some time to set up the apartment like the weekend before we get started, and also it gives me the ability to just like have that free time away and not really have to worry about like roommates or anything like that, and like me wanting to kill these people. So it kind of helps, honestly. So we shall see how that works out. I'm just gonna try and finish up. Also too, because it's like what, 11 something?
39.
Oh, it's 10:30. So I still need to finish taking out my twist and everything. So what I'm gonna do now is the Anastasia Beverly Hill. It is a bunch of blushes. It's like the blush trio, and it has Vegas, Scorching, and Babe. So I'm gonna just take the Vegas and kind of like use it as like a little bronzer on the outside of my face as this all like kind of sets in, and just kind of use it to like warm up the area and just bring back a little bit of life to my face. Looking kind of ghostly. I don't know if it's the lighting or what, but I'm just gonna use it to just kind of like warm it up. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my same foundation brush, and honestly I don't really know what these are called. I bought these like so long ago, and I'm just gonna take that same face powder, the Maybelline face powder, and just like knock off any of that excess. And then just do the same the other side. Babe, and just put it on my cheeks. And there you go. Okay, coming through. And so then finally I'm gonna take some of the Katy Kat Eye Hydro Fudge. It's from CoverGirl. It's like the Katy Perry one. And I'm just gonna put that on. So I know like this is probably the part where some people would put like lashes and stuff on, but I don't really wear lashes. I kind of feel like I have enough eyelashes, but I am gonna try out like those mink falsies, like the individuals, and I have an appointment set to try them out to see if I actually like those, because I've tried to do the strip eyelashes for a very long time, and I don't know if I'm just not applying them right, if I'm not using the glue properly or what, but it honestly seems like they just really never work for me. They may work for other people or whatever, and maybe I'm just like not taking the time to really learn how to do it, but it just doesn't really seem to be like my friend, you know? Okay, so I've done like a little bit of eye makeup that I'm gonna do, and then next thing is, of course, I'm gonna do a little bit of setting spray. Okay, and just let that set for a minute, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do my lips. And so I think I'm probably one of the few Black women that don't have a top that don't have a top lip. I mean, it used to bother me when I was growing up, like how, you know, Black women are supposed to have like these full voluptuous lips and be like super sultry and stuff, but as I've gotten older, shoot, I've taken tips from other women who don't have a top lip, and then gives you a little top lip, because without it I'd be looking like Bart Simpson, like nothing there. So I'm gonna put that, and then I'm gonna do is just like kind of smudge it with my finger. So you still have the line. I'm gonna smudge it with my finger, so you still have the line, but it's not as like pronounced. Rimmel London SR19 by somebody named Kate. I don't know. And, it's just like a matte lipstick, and so I'm just gonna put that right over the top. Now we're gonna add a little bit more setting spray. and then I'm gonna take down my twist and put on my clothes, and then I'll come back and give you guys like a final look. Okay guys, so this is the completed look. I hope you guys like it. I hope I wasn't rambling too much. Yeah, so this is the takedown and a little bit of how everything's looking. I actually put on a real gold necklace, so I don't have to worry about my neck turning while I fix that. But yeah, so should I be obnoxious and do a slow-mo like all these other people?
Doesn't make sense now.
Why not?
It's just all about you. Tell me, what about us now? Every time we chill, it's just always at your house. Or you want a club and I can't keep going out. Yeah. You hit me up like, do I wanna hang right now? But you on the east side, tell me, are you with?
Okay, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. If this is something that you like, or if it's something that, you know, I don't know, it didn't bore you to death, then let me know and maybe I'll do more of them. Like I said before, like I'm definitely not a makeup artist, but I kind of felt like talking to y'all while I got ready. So if this is something that you like to do or watch, or something that you might be interested in, then just let me know and I'll be happy to do a few others. So yeah, thanks guys. If you're not already, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you never miss an upload from me. And as always, be true to you.
Doesn't make sense now. It's just all about you. Tell me, what about